Hello, darling. Hope you're doing well. I was pre-shuffling for this reading. We're going to see your impact on people, how you're affecting people. And the legal card came out twice. So you could be in the court system, or you are just a very fair person to people around you. People feel like they can trust you to do what is right for not only yourself, but for others around you, okay? You're looking out for everyone. I do want to tap in more to this, though. This could be someone that you're having legal issues with, if it's like narrowed down to one specific person. But ultimately, I feel like you're a fair person. And I feel like this is coming out for a reason. Maybe things have been unfair and you're like, what the hell is going on? Okay. Why is it that I focus on trying to do the right thing for everyone, and then people feel like they can just do shitty ass self-serving shortcuts and get away with it? Maybe that's what's going on. Today and time. Okay. Today and time. Ultimately, I feel like this is two messages. So how you impact people, especially with this legal issue, is that you just take your time right here, right now to do what is right and good for everyone. You take your time to really pay attention to the fine print. I feel like even when it comes to soul contracts, okay, any contract, you are just like, I'm going to take the time to really figure out what I'm getting myself into right now, okay? I'm going to look at what's required of me. What am I agreeing to? I'm going to really skim through that and make sure I understand what's happening. This is why you are so balanced for everyone, because you're just like, that is going crazy back there and it's very distracting. I'm sorry. This is, I might have to blow it out. Hella distractions. Maybe people try to distract you. They're like, hey, look, pretty fire. Hey, look, shiny. Now just sign right here. Sign on this soul contract line. Sign up for this. And you're just like, what am I getting myself into? Yeah, that may be pretty and warm right now, but like, that's a little tea light. That's not going to be lit for very long. It's only so big right now because I've got a star anise in it. I am going to blow it up. Well, that was dramatic. You got some drama starters around you. Oh my God. Okay. At the same time, I do feel like there are people around you who feel like, well, I don't have time to do things the right way. I'm just going to do what I can right now to get what I want. So same awareness of today and time, different approaches. You're the one approaching things. It's like, I'm going to take my time because it matters what I do today. It matters what I'm agreeing to today. And then you have other people who are like, well, I don't have enough time, so I'm just going to throw in little agreements, little fine print details that maybe you weren't aware of. Okay? Let's get some more information. How else is my darling impacting people? Shattered. This feels like a broken contract. Literally broken, nightmares, failures. A broken contract here. Tell me some more. Somebody broke a contract. Isolation, rejection, left alone, self-inflicted, two-faced, double life cheater, backstabber. In a more tangible experience, this could be a divorce specifically. You could be divorcing someone who was unfaithful, who really just looked out for themselves, who had a double life in some way, okay? And you could be like, how did I get myself into this? There is protection right now. There's protection. You're like, I don't feel protected. And then we've got smell the roses and toxic here. Be careful what you get your face too close to, right? Be careful what you get too close to. So maybe this is like, you didn't realize what you were signing up for at the time, which is why maybe you're so focused on like, I better make sure I know damn well who I'm getting myself involved with, what I'm signing up for next time. From this point forward, I know what I'm going to be signing up for. I'm not just going to sign on the line when someone's got a slew of things that I'm not even aware of. Someone's wearing a mask, right? You're being protected from this person. I feel like this person could be trying. There's a reason why I'm feeling a mix between tangible experience here and spiritual, okay? Physical, legal contracts, and spiritual contracts. Someone could be trying to do like some sort of binding spiritual energy to keep you in place. You are being protected from this, okay? You're being protected because you're aware of what this person is about now. And you've already, with your free will, decided that's not the life I deserve, okay? Your free will is all that you need to be unaffected by any spell work, any sort of spiritual manipulation, even if they don't call it spell work, manifestation, anything like that. Anything that's trying to bend someone's free will, your free will always reigns prevalent if you really focus on that and hone that, believe that, embody that, right? Be autonomous. Be unapologetically autonomous. You ain't got to sign on the line anywhere, okay? This person broke the contract. Whatever they did, they broke the contract. They didn't read the fine print. So then they acted in a way that broke the contract. They can't bind you to a broken contract anymore, okay? This is a very intense message so far. Let's get some tarot. Tell me some more about this. Oh, you a husband? Emperor? High Priestess? Divine Masculine? Divine Masculine. Okay. Tell me about this legal card. You're going to be happier with the distance here. I feel like the hidden perk of the situation. Here's the deal. I believe that everything, kind of like in games, okay? Kind of like in games, there's always two sides to everything. And I don't mean like there's two sides to every story. I mean, you are getting in touch with your intuition and your sense of self because this revealed a false sense of self, a false belief system. That's the positive of this situation. You may not want to see it right now. High Priestess and Sun, you definitely don't want to be seeing that right now. You're like, it's just a shitty situation, Hillary. That's all it is. Don't bright side my bad fucking time. I get that. But eventually, in a year, 2 years, you will look at this and you will say, huh, isn't it funny how I'm grateful I wasn't attached to something that was false in the long run? Isn't that great? I got in touch with my intuition, my spirituality, my sense of self, my knowingness, rather than doubting myself. And look at how things turned out. That was protection. That was protection. I'm glad I found out what I found out when I found it the fuck out, you know? Yeah, I'm glad that was illuminated to me with that sun. Okay, legal, what is this? Page of Pentacles, little tiny contract. It's not even that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. Don't minimize my experience, Hillary. I understand. In the grand scheme of things, this was a little speck of dust compared to where you're going. There's lands far beyond this situation, okay? This could have been a temporary short-term contract. It fizzled out as fast as it started, something like that. But big lessons in this. The page is setting off on a big journey to become the King of Pentacles. First baby steps. Just because it was your first experience doesn't mean it's your final experience. Doesn't mean that you won't grow from it, right? Training, okay? Can you clarify the Page of Pentacles? The Empress, literally wife. Literally a wife, okay? A wife who did not have much to give. She said, look at me, I look so fancy. Aren't I so beautiful? Aren't I the whole package? But really, she's a page, she's childish, something like that. Something like that. Tell me about this Empress. Seven of Cups, an illusion. This person was an illusion to you, okay? Again, I'm getting like what is that from BoJack? The two kids in a trench coat pretending to be a grown-up? Like that. That's what this person was. And we have the Ace of Wands. This person's spell work. This person could have done some spell work or manifestation or something to get you to invest in them, to marry them. Literally, Seven of Swords. Ah, okay, I'm done doubting my intuition about this. Okay, both a physical legal contract and a spiritual contract here might be trying to bind you. maybe tried to bind you. It was very pitiful attempt. 2 kids in a trench coat, trying to sound like a grown-up, okay? You're going to be better off without this, okay? Tell me about this whole spread here. Toxic, smell the roses, Archangel Michael, shattered, isolation, two-faced. What is this? Death, the ending, 5 of Cups, 5 of Wands, 5-5. Talk about protection, talk about training, but big feelings attached to it. Big feelings attached to it. I wanted to believe the best about this. I wanted to believe that that was worth fighting for. I wanted to believe that that was worth my time, energy, and effort, and it ended up just being dramatic. Talk about dramatic. Talk about dramatic. Someone's a drama queen. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. This is not as good as it gets, especially because it didn't get very good, did it? That's how you know it's not as good as it gets. My ceiling fan is chattering. Chattering fans? Okay, this person could be stalking you like they're your biggest fan. Okay, it's giving it's giving like when fans think that they'd be the best partner for celebrities. They're just like, oh, I would marry that person because they're so amazing. And it's just like, you've just got fan eyes. That person's a real ass person with real ass issues too. No one is perfect. Celebrities get divorced all the time. Chattering fans, making a lot of noise. This person could be spreading gossip, spreading rumors right now, trying to make it more dramatic than it is. A dramatic ending. Okay. Jesus. This is not how you're impacting people though. This whole message that I wanted to get is not what's coming out. And I am discombobulated. You feel discombobulated by this person. Okay, let's stop the discombobulation. How are you affecting this person? Okay? How is Darling affecting this person right now? Because they're trying to cause a lot of drama. They're making a lot of noise. Causing a ruckus, causing a spiritual ruckus, trying to confuse you, trying to appear as the real deal. How is Darling impacting this person? The Magician, 2 of Wands. Whatever you send at me sends right back to you. I can tell you right now, you are protected from this person's manipulation. Whatever they are intending for you with the Ace of Wands, being the initial spell here, being the initial energy casting, I feel like it's really like coming your way, and then automatically with that Archangel Michael looping back. Temperance. That's literally angel energy. Archangel Michael. I freaking knew that was on the bottom. That's so crazy. You are so protected from whatever this person is trying to do. Okay? Don't get distracted by their noise. You know, it's almost reminding me, yeah, like with that candle. Don't look at what's happening over here. Oh, it kind of reminds me of my mom, okay? And I'll explain why. Just quickly. I have no memories of my mom playing with me or my siblings as a kid, but my mom used to shit talk my dad and talk about how he didn't want to play with us and he didn't want to do things and he didn't want to be a good dad and he was too busy to be a present father. And she really made us focus on my dad's shortcomings. I have plenty of memories playing with my dad. Handfuls of memories playing with my dad. Not one playing with my mom. Not a single one. My mom, she used that manipulative ass energy to distract from the fact that she wasn't being present and available. And I feel like that's what this person is doing. Oh, look at all these other things wrong. Look at what you're doing wrong. Gaslighting, projecting, right? And I feel like you're immediately taking whatever energy that they're sending your way, whatever lies, slander, anything that is sent your way to try to make you change your path, change your mind, you're automatically deflecting it. This wants to stay out. You are protected from this person and their shenanigans. Okay? You are. You could even have an angel or a spirit around you who is intentionally cloaking you from the effects that this person is trying to have on you. Okay? The Hermit. Yeah. you're like, you're not being touched. Okay, you're not being touched by this. Ew, I don't like this person's energy. You're automatically transmuting. How is this affecting them? So they're getting the kickback of their own intentions in their own life. The Page of Cups reversed. Yeah, everything that they're trying to make you feel, they're trying to make you feel sad, miserable, feel like you miss them, feel like you lost an opportunity with them, feel like you want to come towards them. And all that's doing is reflecting back, and it's making them feel that way. Everything that they're trying to make you feel, they are feeling. Oh my gosh. Strength. They had no idea who they were coming up against. They could have thought that you were naive, that you just had a soft spot for them, but no way. No freaking way. You are so much stronger than they gave you credit for. So much stronger than they gave you credit for. Okay. Is there anything coming up that they're going to do? We got Seven of Swords, so they're going to try to lie about something. Anything coming up and how darling should address that? Eight of Cups, Devil. This person's going to try to prevent you from walking away. They're trying to bind you. Eight of Swords. Yeah, that's 8. We got double 8s here, so 88 could be significant. They are trying to bind you. It's not working though, okay? 9 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Lovers, they don't want you to find contentment on your own. They want you stuck to this marriage, stuck to this contract. But you have higher understanding and higher awareness, okay? You have recognized that this type of connection is unhealthy. It's not actual love. You've become very aware of what love, commitment, dedication, what a balanced soul contract is, and what isn't a balanced soul contract. This feels very karmic, okay? You're very aware of that, but this person is going to try to prevent you from moving forward. I don't feel like it's going to work. I feel like they're going to give up. Death. Yeah, they're going to give up. All of their efforts are going to result in them being like, what the fuck am I doing? Because they're getting hit by their own energy, right? So everything that they're sending your way, they are getting the karmic kickback of that in their own life. Because you're not getting distracted by what they're trying to distract you about. Whatever they're trying to do to make you change your mind, whatever they're shit talking, whatever it is, it's not working anyways. Okay, how is it, what's going to happen that's going to make this person give up? The Hanged Man neutral. Why am I doing this? This is this is like a profound sense of self-awareness, and this is the biggest gift that you can give to this person. When you find your own sense of self, which I feel like you have, you've at least, if this is a newfound awareness for yourself, it's something that they can't take from you. Once you get that initial awareness, you will always be able to come back to that awareness and decide what matters to me, what is my free will, what do I want, why do I want it, why am I attracted to certain things, why did I get involved in that in the first place. Once you get hyper aware of yourself, it's really hard to wobble anyone in that sense of empowerment, even at the beginning. Even at the beginning. When this person realizes that they can't make you change your mind, and they get hit with all of their toxic ass energy, and they're starting to feel the way that they're saying that they want you to feel, when they start having nightmares about the shit that they did to you happening to them, when they start seeing exact reflections of who they are and who they're being, they're going to have a sense of awareness too. And I'm not saying take delight in that, but like, well deserved. If you're actively, intentionally sending shit to someone, well deserved for you to get the kickback of that. No one has the right to twist anyone's will. No one has that authority. Especially like if this person did this initially because they recognized that like you didn't have a sense of self. Gross. Talk about spiritual predator. Absolute spiritual predator. Physical predator, possibly. I'm going to make sure that you are unaware of what you're signing up for. And then I'm going to lock you in, and now you're stuck to me. What kind of sick ass? That's what this person is. And you're reflecting that to them. They will have to quit because they're not going to get what they want. They're going to get kicked back. A complete awareness of self here. Oh. The Empress. Complete awareness of self. Ace of Swords. They're going to realize who they've been, who they've not been, what they've been masquerading as, how they've been faking it. And I feel like here's the deal. You have awareness of what true compassion, love, caring, nurturing connection is. You have that awareness now. So no one can put on a mask. You can't fake energy. That's the thing. You can't fake energy. This person knows that. Or they're about to become aware of that. They can't fake energy. So, you're aware of that. You see the truth of this person. There's nothing they can do to make you change your mind because you've seen them. King and Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're just like, I know what a healthy relationship is supposed to be, and I know it sure as shit ain't this. I know that it's not supposed to be I sign a contract and then I'm stuck in a loveless, mean-ass, toxic, abusive marriage where I'm feeling like I'm supposed to be controlled and dominated, like I don't have a voice, like my needs don't matter, like standards don't matter, like healthy communication doesn't matter. I'm supposed to be stuck with that? Fuck that. No. It's not me breaking the contract if you broke it breaching it yourself. You breached it first. I'm seeing that scene from The Little Mermaid where like Eric almost marries Ursula in human form. She's pretending to be a human. She's stolen the voice. She's using the voice of Ariel or whatever, right? Is that how I need to watch The Little Mermaid again? The classic, the cartoon. I need to watch it again. I think she's using Ariel's voice. Does she not? Maybe I'm wrong about that. But the fuck is happening with this? Anyways, all right, how do we want to close this out, Spirit? Any advice here? If you don't want advice, just skip forward, okay? I don't even know what's going to be forward. Probably nothing. It's going to be the end of the reading after this. Advice for my darling regarding this person, this situation. The Lovers, the Hermit. I feel like right now it's really important for you to nurture yourself in the sense of connection, okay? You will get lost in other people the way that you were lost with this situation if you have no sense of self. And the Hermit is really okay with getting identified with self. That doesn't mean isolating from people. That just means really figuring out who you are, what matters to you, getting in alignment with your own thoughts, being aware of yourself, okay? I feel like you're already there, but yeah, this is an opportunity for you to become really immune from any spiritual manipulation yourself, okay? I don't know if maybe I should remind you, love is not manipulation. That's not what that is, okay? True connection is not manipulation. It is allowance and acceptance. It has healthy boundaries, and it's about growing together and being accountable and, you know, the long-term stuff, not just tying someone up so that you feel like you won't be alone, right? That's not what this is. You deserve the real deal, not some fake attempt to avoid isolation and loneliness, okay? You deserve that. Anything else here for advice? Anant, okay. Did this person try to baby trap you? I'd be aware of fake pregnancy tests. I would be very aware of fake pregnancy tests. Use protection if you aren't already. If you're somehow still involved with this person, I would make sure that that's legit, okay? Yeah. This person could be trying to baby trap you. The other meaning of Anant, I only say that because there's literally a fetus in this image, so I don't like that next to the Lovers and Hermit. That tells me that you're trying to leave someone, you're trying to separate, and then boom, pregnancy. That's suspicious. Also, just because there's a baby involved doesn't mean that you have to be married to a toxic, manipulative, conniving, soul-leeching person. All right, I'm gonna leave that there. 5 of Swords. This person, yeah, it almost feels like if you did stay with this person, if this is like a feminine energy, it feels like they would navigate a lot like my mom. And they would talk shit about you to your own kid. They would make you seem like a monster. All so that they don't have to address their own ish. All to feel like they're the one dominating. Oh, I don't like this person's energy. Talking shit about you. Maybe even to your kids. It's gross. 7 of Cups. This is why you got to get your sense of self and show up as the person that you want to be. Do what you can to be the person that you want to be, because no amount of shit talking can deflect from the real truth. Okay? All right, I'm going to leave this here. I don't know if this is even for anyone. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. I love you so much. Take care. And ta-ta.